Hello everybody, I'm Epic Phill, also a group admin for the Endless Summers Resorts unofficial group on Facebook. We're up to about 12,000 members. Now, a question that I'm always seeing asked in many Facebook groups, including mine: which resort would you choose? Darkside, Dockside or Surfside? So I thought, instead of doing individual videos of both resorts, I'm going to do one and show you the differences between the areas to let you decide. So enjoy this vlog and let's see which one you'd prefer. So this is Surfside's front lobby. To the left behind reception area is the shop, and that's down there as well, where your luggage services are as well, and where you would go to get the resort shuttles. Yeah, again, Surfside just generally is smaller, and you'll hear that a lot from me on this vlog. Seating area here, but it seems more relaxed. Both have a Starbucks. Yet again, Surfside is smaller but less busy, so you're more likely to be able to get something at Surfside Starbucks without a massive line. Right, the first comparison, as you can see, Dockside's lobby is sparsely bigger. Interesting, probably better shape as well. And we'll get to that in a minute, the lounge, the Sunset Lounge, which is obviously a bar. As you can see again, they do have a Starbucks. That is where you check in to the right, and their luggage is hidden around the corner there. As we walk down, I've chose both hotels when they're more quiet, and even when Dockside's quiet, it's more busy than Surfside. Because I know if I recorded it, while we're both, someone would have said, well, that's not a fair comparison. But as you can see, a lot bigger Starbucks, what does get a lot more busy, so understandable. As I've alluded, this has a bigger store as well. So here's Dockside's store. As you can see, it's a lot bigger, probably easier to actually get around this store than the Surfside one. So they do have a bigger store. Both stores have slightly different merchandise. And food court, the same sort of, again, they both will have the same sort of food, but as you can see, Surfside's food court a lot smaller than Dockside's, but the same food. It's a more of a quiet hotel, so in that sense it doesn't really matter. A lot less seating area also in this resort, but obviously both got the Coke machines and that as well, but a lot less, as I say, seating areas, but plenty enough, because you've got, I think it looks nice. I don't know why, I just don't like that dark look of Dockside's myself, but the food court and the seating area is a lot more choice at Dockside, so it's a lot easier to sit there. And obviously you've got the little hidden room here as well at Surfside at the back. So there you go. So food court, if it was a competition and it was a boxing match, Surfside would be knocked out by the super heavyweight what is Dockside's food court. It is humongous compared to Surfside's Dockside's, with plenty of seating places. The Coke refill machines are over there instead of near the food and that. And as you can see, it's a bigger spaced food court with slightly different options. I'll actually take you around this one because it just makes Surfside look so small. So just having a quick look, they're putting the lunch and dinner food out now. Choices of fruit, now both do have all this, but the choices are here. But it's just generally, it is a lot bigger food court. This one, as you can see, the difference between the resort cups when Dockside have theirs in, because usually I have to borrow off the Surfside. But there's the Dockside one. Next to the Surfside one, obviously the Surfside one has an orange red lid, not an orange, my orange lid's from Cabana Bay, just a better design lid, so I changed my lid on mine. But as you can see, so much more space in this one here for dining and sitting down. So even when it's busy, you most likely are going to find somewhere to sit. Yeah, again, just like Surfside, you've got the microwaves, the toasters, coffee, the machines, everything like that. You can see them all sitting around the back as well. So plenty of seating in here. It's a bigger food court, so if you like the bigger feel of a food court, this is the one. But as I say before, also this one's going to be a lot more busy than Surfside's. So always take that in consideration. It's bigger because the hotel's 10 times bigger and it's going to have more crowds in it, always. So this one is called Pier 8 Market. Very hard to get in these gyms without people being here. This is the Surfside gym. So you can see the modern equipment, both have the same equipment, but this is what the Surfside one looks like. Lovely modern equipment. It looks out and you can see they've put the wave up as well, so a lot of privacy in as well. There is able to see down that end, but there is some privacy in here. Very up-to-date stuff in here. I think it's quite impressive. You do get towels, restroom, lockers and women, water. You can refill your bottles here, filtered water. Now I can't go in the women's obviously, but the men's. This is the change rooms. Obviously you have toilet facilities in here as well, but anybody can use as long as they come in here. More towels. You have scales, what I dare not go on. Bloody scare me. Yep, you have lockers as well to put your stuff in. Lock and unlock, this will be both resorts the same. Lock and unlock any available locker door with 4-digit code. Upon returning, enter a 4-digit code to unlock the door. Code is erased and the locker is available for the next guest. All items remaining in the locker at 12 AM will be removed and turned to lost and found. So if you leave stuff in there and you come back the next day panicking, the odds are it's in lost and found. We have a disabled shower room, lovely size. You have showers in here on the wall, different ones, seating areas. You have shower gel, conditioner and shampoo. And then you obviously have what I'm guessing is a standard, slightly smaller, but the same idea. Shower room. Someone's left their stuff in the I personally wouldn't, but that just gives you an idea of what the gym's like. Hopefully, if I have been able to, I've got into Dockside. If not, the shape's different, but it's the same layout with equipment, I should say. So both very modern gyms, so both of them have great gyms, so there's not really any differences there. It's just a preference thing. Scratch that. So I'm inside the Dockside gym now. I would say slightly the same. I was going to say slightly bigger, but I think it's the same size. So it's got all the same sort of stuff. It has the women's restrooms down this end. As you walk into, these are the doors you walk in. The fitness centre. So the ladies are on the left. As you can see, it's pretty much the same sort of gym equipment in this one. The interesting look is obviously you can look out to a pool area, this one. So a different type of view altogether. I'm very lucky I've got into these when there's no one in them. I do think the equipment is slightly better in this one. Slightly, you know, I mean, not really groundbreakingly different. But here's the men's changing rooms down the other end. As you can see, men's restroom and lockers. If there's no one in here, I will be able to record. So pretty dark as we speak, but the lights will turn on. You do have changing facilities, just normal changing facilities, and then the showers are next to them. As per an order disabled one, you do have children changing facilities as well. Massive changing facilities, and obviously toilets and that. One thing I've noticed, it has a lot less lockers than Surfside. So that is the difference between gyms. What do you prefer? Surfside feels generally lighter to me, but the view out the windows is definitely better in this one if you're working this side. And I actually think the locker rooms are better in Surfside. But generally, I don't remember seeing TVs like this. I don't know if the equipment was exactly the same as Surfside when I recorded it. So if you're a gym person, this would be interesting to see which side you would choose. Just, because it's the general look of it. So here we have Surfside game room. Again, I'm a bit worried I may not be able to get in Dockside. If I have, you'll hear that and then it won't make sense. But here's Surfside's one. It's a lot smaller than Dockside's. A lot smaller, maybe having less arcades. So it is a small arcade. It's very cramped, this one feels. It's oh yeah, modern stuff in here as you can see, but it's just very, very, very cramped. Now they both will have the same deals again, with you choosing the credits you want to use for these games. None of these games will take physical money in them. 30 credits is £5, 60 credits £10, 140, on and on. 1,000 credits 100. Buy a new card top up. So this is where you would get your cards, and this is how you would do it. So you'd buy a new card, for example, and then it will give you the options, and you can only pay with card. Doesn't seem to be a way to pay with cash as far as I can see. So it's just a full. So Surfside's games room, arcade room, whatever you want to call it, is a lot smaller than Dockside's. So this is the arcade for Dockside, and see, slightly bigger than Surfside's. Not much, but slightly bigger. A few different things and quite a lot of the same stuff as well. I've just, to tell you the truth, I've just walked in, didn't need the key card. Again, you do your cards like this. You can do your drinks and water in here as well. This one also has a restroom in it for men and women to use, both sides. So as an arcade, it has slightly a little bit more, and obviously has restrooms in it as well. That does help it out a lot, I think. Okay, this is Surfside's pool area, the one and only pool. The debate's always been, is it a fish or is it a surfboard? You can decide. Over there is the sandbar. That is the only bar for this resort. So it is only an outdoor bar. So I think in storms and that it has to be shut wide. Dockside's indoor bar is open. Now you can't see, you can see other hotels, but there's an absolute beautiful, stunning lake view that you have at the back of this one. What Dockside doesn't really have. Dockside, both pools have palm trees up because behind them is a main road. But this is what it looks like from the poolside of Surfside Inn and Suites. The pool, even though there's only one pool here, and obviously it's a smaller hotel, it's also the more quiet of the two resorts for the pools. So if you want a more peaceful pool where you can enjoy yourself, Surfside is definitely the place to be. The only time I've ever seen Surfside pool busy when I've been here is weekends, when locals are coming in for things like Halloween Horror Nights and that. So here's one of the differences of two resorts. There's two pools, and I would say they're bigger pools as well. Plus, they have sand at these ones. Surfside doesn't have the sand. Different colour lounges. Surfside's more of a blue, these are more of an orange. And they've got a pool right at the back. There's the pool, I mean, but I actually meant that, the bar. And right to the bar, behind all them umbrellas, is the change rooms and toilets. So this is pool 1. This is the first of the two pools of this resort. As you can see, you'll see the Best Western, I believe, behind it, and obviously the tall towers that are around this one. As the same as Surfside as well, they obviously have the what do we call them? Towel systems, when you can pick up towels and then throw towels back for them to clean, so you don't have to bring your own towels down. They do have a table tennis down here as well. Obviously the time of day, I don't want to get too close to the pool to upset people with young children. So what we're going to do now is try to get into the arcade if possible. By the way, it's next to this pool. So if you walked into Dockside, you see where the front reception is, where you would check in. Now go that way, past that, and then take a right, and that is this pool. So you do not go past the food court for this pool. But that's just to give you an idea. But as you can see, just there is where the arcade is for this resort. So Surfside, one pool, great lake view. Dockside, not the greatest views, but two very nice pools. So we're actually at the second pool now, and you can see a little sand area, a little kids splash pad, what's not themed at all, unfortunately. I'm actually standing right next to, as we speak, a table tennis table to give you an idea what they look like. They're usually the same at all the resorts. The free life jackets, what they also do at Surfside. This is the side I stayed on a couple of years ago. I always find this side a bit more busy for the pool. Yet again, it has a second pool bar, so both pools have a pool bar. So, you know, that's useful for people definitely staying at Dockside. Surfside only have the one pool bar. Yeah, again, these are 10 times bigger than the Surfside ones, with a lot more shade. As you can see, that's the pool over there. It's a nice sized pool. Again, I'm not sure, but I think the other one might be like a little bit bigger. So you've got this area here, what's an absolutely beautiful chill out area. In my personal opinion, the pool bar areas in Dockside are better looking the Surfside, but these areas to chill in. So that's always an interesting choice. Obviously I've got a closer look here. Literally the same menus of drinks in both resorts. And as I said, what I didn't show earlier on the other pool, here's your restrooms and changing rooms also. So women's and men's restrooms and changing rooms. Free water as per normal. These are quite big. I can't go into them because I don't know if anybody's in them. But this is just to give you an idea on how big Docksides is pool wise to Surfsides. It's a lot bigger. 2 pools to the 1 pool. Bigger pool bar areas. So it's more crowded here, but you'll get the bigger choice in here for things, bigger pools, bigger bar area, stuff like that. So it'll be more quiet in Surfside, but if you don't want peaceful and quiet, Dockside is personally the place for you. Okay, let's get across to the pool bar. Also, do not forget, the Surfside does not have an indoor bar, so they only have a poolside bar. So this is what it looks like in here. Could there be a bar? Possibly. Should there be a bar? Most definitely. So here's the big difference between Surfside and Dockside, what we sort of alluded to. Sunset Lounge, the indoor bar where you can buy alcohol. So, and I believe this bar also has a happy hour. So we do have an indoor bar at Dockside, but obviously Surfside doesn't. Surfside will only have a pop-up one due to really bad storms when you're not allowed out. They will do a pop-up one. Otherwise than that, they don't have one. It does look like at Halloween they have more choices of cocktails here than Surfside do. And if you look at this, you scan that QR code, it'll give you more information of the resort. I do believe this one has happy hour. I think it starts at 3 o'clock when drinks are cheaper. So that is the very biggest difference between the 2 resorts. Dockside does have a indoor bar, Surfside doesn't. And generally, as we're back in here again, as you can see, it's literally only been half an hour, and how much busier it is than Surfside would be. Bigger Starbucks, bigger shop, indoor bar, bigger food court. But it's really out of choice now. Of you've seen the size difference, but it's if do you want a quiet resort, Surfside. If you want a more crowded resort with more vibrant, I know people prefer that, Dockside. One thing I will point out though, the poolside view from the back of the pool at Surfside. Look at that. You definitely don't get that at Dockside, do you? It's a beautiful view, so peaceful. But there is Dockside and Surfside, and I'm on the back path, so you can actually take this path. So Surfside and all the way out to International Drive, it goes all around the back of Surfside and just walk through the car park area. This bit here, as I will show you quickly, I'm not using my gimbal, that will be back on in a minute. I'm just actually, funny enough, going over to Dockside to record them parts. But I thought I'd quickly show you a walkway at the back of Surfside in the suites. as I alluded to, the other way you go all the way down and it'll get you basically out to International Drive. But this is the route if you was at Dockside or Surfside, either want to visit both in your poolside. But I say for Dockside people, if you're trying to get down to International Drive, there's so many different routes. This is probably the best one to look at. So there's something I have noticed, they've got better Coke machines poolside, but that's not the thing I'm amazed about the most, because Coke machine's a Coke machine. I have refilled my Surfside cup here, so I would presume in both resorts you could refill your fizzy drinks if you bought one of the resort cups. So if you're coming across to use one of the pools, because you're allowed to use Surfside or Dockside pools if you're staying at one of the ends of summer resorts. You can't go to any of the other Universal Resort hotels for their pools, but you are allowed to pool hop between Surfside and Dockside. So it looks like if you have one of these, you can refill your drink cup at the other resort as well. I will try this in the food court in a minute and get back to you to see if it does it there as well. So we are packing to leave. This is Surfside. As you can see, we are in a 2-bedroom suite. We've been here for 2 weeks. Is it perfectly tidy? No, but I've deleted the video of a quick tour. So here's a tour of the 2-bedroom suite. You have 2 queen beds in the front room area with a nice sized TV. You have USBs in the wall and plugs everywhere, lights. Also you can control stuff in here like aircon. That is your storage for this area. It's not the greatest. You do have a full size mirror, a fridge, what's not a freezer, a microwave. The toaster we got free from the group members who left one in the laundry rooms. I will be doing the same with it. A picnic table where you can eat. We also have then the area where they put your towels. There's me, your sink. You also have a bathroom. I could do with the light on. There we go. You have a bathroom with a standard bath and a nice shower head. And then for the 2-bedroom suite, you have the second room. I've done this a lot better in other vlogs, where you have another TV, a twin size bed at best, a bit of storage, extra stuff. As you can see, oh, there's me on YouTube. Didn't mean to actually have that. I was watching something else, it's brought me up. But there you go, that is a 2-bedroom suite. Now both resorts, the layouts of the standard rooms and the suites are exactly the same. It's just a slight colour change most of the time. So that is your 2-bedroom suite tour, and as I say, standard rooms if you've seen them. In both resorts, all the rooms are the exactly same type of layout. Answer that question, yes. Even in the food court, I could refill the Surfside one in Dockside. I am in Dockside still to end this. It's not very long. I do have previous vlogs from the year before when I do tours of the hotels properly. So if you just want to look at a tour of each hotel, I will put them into the show notes part of this vlog. Just go and click on it and you can go and watch them. This was more of an idea to try and, I see it in my group quite a lot. People asking the question, which one's better? In my opinion, There isn't a better one really. I joke, I prefer Surfside for family reasons. My mother and my niece, it's easier to get onto National Drive. That's really it, and it's more quiet. I prefer a more quiet vibe, but as a result, as I take my bag off, they're not that bad different either wise. I don't know if I've put the room in this, if I've still got the room part. Both rooms, I've only got the 2-bedroom suites. I've never stayed in a standard room. I do in an old video have a standard room because Donna Lane, my friend, stayed here last year and we put the standard room into that one. Thank you, Donna Lane, for that. But the rooms are identical on both resorts, just a slightly different colour. So it's just what you really like. Now, this is it, Dockside. It's massive. It's got 2 massive towers that go super high. It's a lot more busier, but it has 2 pools to the one at Surfside. This obviously has 2 pool bars and an indoor bar. Is that what you're looking for? They both have Starbucks. They both have shops. You've seen the size difference. Generally, that is the be-all and end-all of these 2 resorts. It's size and crowds. It's what you're interested in. Can you get onto International Drive from Dockside? Of course you can. It's a few minutes longer. It's not like 10-20 minutes. It is just as easy. So as a result, it's just down to what you want. So do I have an answer for you? No. But I hope this helps you get your own answer to where you would prefer to stay between these 2. So let's go through it again. Surfside is a smaller resort, more quiet. It only has 1 pool, 1 pool bar. Does not have an indoor bar. Dockside, it's 10 times bigger. 2 pools, 2 pool bars, 1 indoors bar that you can drink at. It is massive and it's more crowded and slightly a bit more noisy. That truthfully wouldn't bother me though, because I go to Tenerife a lot. Now, what else can we say? What between the 2 resorts, what we could look at? They both have a Starbucks. They both have a shop. They both have transportation to Universal City Walk and Volcano Bay. They actually share the Volcano Bay one, and they both will have transportation to Epic Universe when it opens. That is an absolute guarantee, and I don't think that will go to City Walk. I think that will go from Surfside and Dockside all the way down to Epic Universe, because it would be crazy to go one way and then go back on itself. Just my personal opinion on that. Surfside is easier slightly to get onto International Drive. So has this helped you? Which one do you prefer? Comment down below. I've stayed in both. I could easily stay in both. Again, I am a Surfside person. It's just that I like the more quiet vibe. That's it. So, but I have friends who stay in this one, Debbie and John, who are also admin in my group, and they love Dockside. They love the vibrant sound and they love the indoor bar. So that is pretty much it. They're both fantastic, cheaper options and resorts. And when you put them against the value results from Disney, they blow Disney away. It's got International Drive to them as well, the added bonus of iDrive, what makes it nice and easy. It's got iRide trolley stops outside both of them. How cool is that? You've got Walgreens across the road. You've got an IHOP, things like that. And there's nothing far away. You've got Applebee's, a Twisted Treat, or some ice cream place. And then you can get down iDrive and try so many different things. The free transportation to City Walk, you can eat, shop, and you can go to the theme parks. It's both a Universal hotel. What means early park admission, that's all it gets. No passes, nothing like that, but early park admission, especially on the busy periods, is a godsend. So you get the perks of a Universal Resort hotel and you get International Drive with both of them. They're both winners. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this. As I say, if you like this, go and check out my actual tours of the hotel. I have them, they're up on YouTube. I also have a video showing you how to get to International Drive in different routes. That's there as well. There is so many videos. Join the group on Facebook, the Endless Summers unofficial group. Generally, normally, very friendly group. If things go wrong, we're very quick to try and rectify a problem. You can ask any question and post anything you want, what's to do with Universal, Endless Summer Resorts, even your trips out here in Orlando. We love seeing it all. We love the questions. We don't care how many times they're shared. It's a great group, so come and join it and tell us if you do join it, Put a status up saying you come in because of this YouTube video. I'd love to know that. As for me, subscribe to Epic Phill on YouTube. It's free. Like this video. Why? It gets the video on YouTube's algorithm, pushes it out to more people. Help more people out. Comment down below. Have you stayed at either resort? If you have, which one did you prefer? If you only stayed at one, which one? Why did you choose that one? And if you're thinking of choosing between each resort, which one would you choose? Other than that, press that bell notification so you know when new vlogs drop from me, so you can check them out. And as always, be epic.